Hello guys, welcome to the new video. In previous video we discussed about just introduction about our Spring Boot batch, and we discussed something about job, step, and item writer, item processor, item reader, kind of things. And in this video we will discuss about more about all those things. Okay. Let's start. Uh, First, we will discuss job. What is job? Okay, we will discuss job. Okay, we'll discuss job. Then let's start. What is job? Actually, job represents work to be complete. Okay, job job represents what's work to be completed. Like each job contains one and more steps. Minimum one step we it have. Okay, let's write this. Job represent represents work, okay, work to be completed, okay, like each each job contains what contains contains what one and more steps, okay, one or more steps, must be one step, okay, minimum one step is needed, okay, steps, okay. Then next point is our step object. Okay, we see the job. Then step object means it is the object of Java class that implements like our Spring framework, org.spring dot like step interface. It is like our what org.spring dot batch dot core dot step. It will implement. Okay, means our step object means what? It is it is the object of Java class that implements what? That implements our some packages. Okay, package dot what? Step. Okay, step. Okay, step is what? Is interface type. Okay, package means our org.springframework.batch.core kind of things. Okay, then job object means we know the job object means okay, job object means it is it is the object of java java class that implements implements what? Package dot job. It is also an interface. Okay, job, like job represents what? Job represents the total work. Okay, total work to be completed, where the step represents let's see, I'm writing this step. Job represents what? Represents what? Total work. Total work. What is step represents? Step step represents task. Okay, task or what? Subtask. Subtask, okay, of the job. Okay, this is about all those things. Okay, means for example, job is I'm giving finding the customer who are the having due date. Okay, due date in this month to review new policies and triggering SMS messages like this. Okay, means what? First subtask is what? Our getting all the customers having due date in like in this method from like our database software to Excel sheet. Okay, and then step two, what we convert the Excel sheet data to MySQL database meta table, because SMS triggers up expecting details in MySQL database table. That's why. Then what? Trigger SMS request, like it reads from our MySQL database to trigger SMS kind of things. Okay, this is the example. Okay, then I'm tell you some. Okay, see, Spring Batch launch environment is there. Spring Batch launch environment is there. Okay. Okay. Batch. Yeah, they're given or not. Mm-mm. I see. Here also not there. Here also not there. I see. New mistake. See this. Really, I need this. See here. This overview of our Spring Bench launch and order. The diagram below provides an overview of high-level component like technical services and basic operation required by batch architecture. This architecture framework is a blueprint that has been proven through decades of implementation. See, there is a what runtime is there. Runtime is scheduling all those requests, HTTP requests, job script, job runner, job locator, all those things are there. And the job tire is what? Job launcher is launches the job. And then what? Application tire. Application tire is what? Step object. Okay, step. What is this? Item reader, business logic. This is item processor kind of things. Okay, and this is item writer, and it data access configuration, it interact with uh, several databases. Okay, see, runtime is what? This runtime is concerned with the scheduling and launching of the application. A vendor product is typically used in this tier to allow time based and uh, interdependent scheduling of batch jobs, as well as providing parallel processing capabilities. Okay, like that job tier is what? This job tier is responsible for overall execution of batch job. It sequentially executes batch steps, ensuring that all steps are in the correct state and all the appropriate policies are enforced. Okay, then application tier, what it does, the application tier contains component required to execute the program. It contains specific modules that address the required base functionality and enforce policies around a module execution, like for example commit intervals and capture of statistics, etc. like this. And the data type provides the integration with is the physical data source that might include database files or queues And notice that in some cases the job tire can be completely missing, and in other cases one job script can start several batch job instances. Okay, this is the important thing. Okay, we have to discuss. Then next, next what? Um, hope you understand. Okay, see uh, how to enable this batch in our project. See, there is a what spring hyphen what spring hyphen boot hyphen starter hyphen what batch is there. Okay. Hmm. Okay, batch main repository is the problem. See, spring boot hyphen batch is there. Yeah. If you are using Maven, if you Gradle, then here. Okay, see, there is a spring hyphen boot hyphen starter hyphen batch is there. Okay. Actually, once we um, uh, add this, then what? Add this dependency. Then what it is does? When we add this our spring boot starter hyphen batch to our spring project, we get multiple objects. Okay, we get multiple objects related to spring batch processing, like mm, see, mm, compile dependencies is what is there. See, we can get our step, like our step builder factory, job builder factory, job launcher, and step builder factory means required to create step object. Okay, how we create step? Okay, we want to create step, then how we will create? Like step builder factory will create step object, job builder factory will create job job object, and the job launcher, how will do? Job launcher required to run the job. Okay. Okay, so with this then we discuss what first we'll discuss item reader. Okay, let's discuss what is item reader. Okay, let's go. Sorry, wrong. Actually, like all item reader classes in our spring batch are implements class of what's item reader. We previously we discussed this, and we generally does not implement item reader. We do not need to develop our custom item reader, because our spring batch has provided multiple predefined item readers we discussed in previous video. Okay, there is a read method also there to like the read method of our each item reader reads what info from our source repository, like our file database kind of things, and gives either a string object or model class object representing each uh, record of into it. Okay, we'll discuss how it is giving string object, how is it giving model object. We'll discuss in our practical classes. And we saw the files, uh, um, we saw the all those ready-made item reader classes also. Okay, since our all item reader are predefined classes, we generally configure them as a spring bean. Okay, using our configuration. Yes, there is a predefined class. This our steps. Sorry, our item readers. So how this predefined class means we have to configure in our bin. If we are using XML, then we have to configure in XML. If we are using Java based like configuration class, app config class, we use it at the configuration class. I will in app that configure class we how will do. See, this is what our item reader, item reader I will configure. Okay, actually this is little big. Item. Okay, okay, item reader I will configure. I'm not actually, I'm using boot, that's why I will not use XML configure XML type. Okay, I will use in boot environment. Okay, and if you want to develop in XML environment, you can develop also. This is no big deal. Okay. See, what in our what app config class, where we configure the class. Okay, okay. In that app config class, mm, what we'll do, first we create a bean, right? uh, at the rate bean. Okay, B is capital. At the rate bean, name is, I'm giving some name. Name is what? Name is, I'm giving something, rr reader. R reader. Okay, R reader. Okay, then next, what is the method? Public, I'm taking the method public. Uh, I told you, the return type. C, item reader type. How? Okay, see, item reader. Okay. Wait for some second. Oh, bad network. See, all these are, see here, what is type? Return type is T. Okay, T means we have to, my return type is item reader. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so what is this? uh, Item, okay, reader. Okay, what is our custom item reader? Then create a create reader. Okay, method name your choice, what you can take. Okay, reader. Okay, then what? Okay, then what? I want to read from file. Okay, how we read from file? File. Okay, sorry. Flat file reader. Flat file item reader. Platform item reader is there. Reader. Okay, item reader and reader. Okay, new read. Item reader there. Okay, something there. Okay. Hmm. Okay, then lastly what we will we saw somewhat, write some logic here. Then lastly what we will do, we will return the reader. Return what? Our, how we create bean, like in that way I will create what? Item in app config. What way I will create? In that way what? our item writer also I create like this. Okay. mm, mm, okay, right. Okay, like what? Bean, what? At the rate bean in what? Name is giving something. Okay, bean id is giving something. Then what? Public return type is what? Item writer. Item writer. Then what we'll do? uh, Create what? Create writer. Okay, create writer. Then next what we'll do? uh, uh, I want to write in what? Like some database. Okay, jdbc I'm using in my SQL database. So what will you use? JDBC batch writer. Okay, batch item writer. Okay, JDBC batch item writer. Some customer is our. Okay, what customer? Okay, customer. Okay, then writer is equal to what? New. Okay, new writer is there. Okay, then some logic is there. Okay, then what? Return where writer. Okay, return writer and close this. Okay, here also we have to close this. Okay. Like this, what? Our processor also there. How we will create processor? Okay. Hmm. Okay, see. Our processor, like I'm giving what? um, okay. Hmm. What processor? I told you that what? Item reader and item writer. This is what? Item writer. Okay, item reader and item reader is predefined. Item reader and item processor we develop manually. Okay, then how we will develop our item processor? Means it is the implementation class of what I told you in previous videos. What? Item processor. What is input and output type also there. Okay, then how? Like very limited ready-made, we saw that some see, I'm searching what? Item item processors. See, there is a limited item processor is there. See, there is a limited item processor is there. Okay. If we want this, we can use if predefined. If we want more other item processor, we want our own logic. That's why we use what? Our user defined. So how can you use this? Means this is like ready-made item reader we saw this. Okay, but the I is what? Our input, and I is the input of our processor, uh, which is must the match of item reader. Okay, okay, and O is what? O is our output, which is the must the return of our item writer. Okay, item writer is what? Customer. Okay, it is giving what? String value. Okay, we read the string value here, and we are processing to what? Customer. Customer is our what? Model class object. Okay, that's way. Let's write. I will write. We will create a class, okay, for item processor. What we will create? We'll create a Java class. Okay. What? Custom processor. Okay, custom processor dot Java. Okay. We create this. Okay. Then what? uh, mm, at the rate component, we have to make it as a spring beat. I will make component, okay, at the rate component. What is that? I will giving something processor. Okay. Okay, then public class. Okay, public class. What our class name is? uh, what? First custom process. Okay, what it implements what? It implements our item processor. What? Interface item processor. Okay, item processor is what? Input type is what? String, and output type is model type. Uh, okay, we see this. Then what? There is a process method. This, if we implement custom, I told you there is a process method. Okay, generic type T is the T is type what? Public what? Customer. Okay, customer. Then process method. Process is what? String type. Process is what? String. What is that? Info. I am taking it in. Okay, then I will write some. I'll write some what? Logic here. Some logic we will write. Okay, some logic will write. Then what we will return? I will return what? Customer object. I'll return customer object. Okay, like this. What? uh, like string means we are reading from like our flat file or our csv file, all those things. Okay, model class name. This is what our model class name. Okay, then what? We saw all those things, job kind of thing. Then we see item rider hold. Mm. We see what? We see job, see we all this, see we next we will see step. Okay, next we will see what step. I will do this step. Okay, we see job, we see item reader, item processor, item reader. Like next is step. I will do it. See, next is what? Step. How we create step? It implements the class object of what? Our package dot what? Step interface. This is the what? Interface is there. Okay, package the step interface we have to implement. Okay, then step each step object represents what? One task or more than one task or subtask, whatever you tell. Okay, then we saw what? Every step object must linked with one reader and one writer and one processor. See here in the image. Mm, uh, every step object is linked with what? One reader, one item processor, and one item writer. Okay, one item writer. We generally create step object by using what? Step builder factory. Okay. Hmm. We create step builder factory object in bring a new version in spring boot 3.0 version. Some changes are happened. They deprecated this step builder factory, but we will see step builder factory, then we will see latest how we can create in new way, of new updated way how we will create. We will see. First we will learn how we create our step builder factory object in previous version. Okay, previous version means new version came in 2 3 months ago. Okay, we will see how we will create a new version also, but for that time purpose we will see step builder factory. I will show new version with example in the last, like in this video I will create some 6 7 videos. In the last I will show how I will create our batch processing in input 3 3 version. New version how will create, we will see. Okay, see, for that time we will learn in this way. Okay, we generally create step object using our step builder factory. Okay, in new version we will create what? Step builder. Okay, we will see that approach last. Then we create using step builder factory object that comes to spring boot app through our auto configuration. Okay, that comes to, like, our every step object must contain what? See, I'm writing every step object must contains what? Step name. First is what? Step 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 name. Okay, next what contains? It contains input name, output type, input input type then um, output type, then what? Output type. Then it contains chunk size also. I told you the chunk size. Okay, how many records at a time? Okay, chunk size. Okay, chunk size. Then what contain? One reader kind of object, one reader object, then contains what? One processor object, then one contains what? Writer object. Okay, writer object. Like we generally use what? @bean method to bean method in configuration class to create our step object with step builder factory object. How will create? We will see. Okay, I will show in I will uh, in Eclipse. Okay, for that time I'm just giving example, you will clear Eclipse. Okay, because lots of things there I have to write. Okay, if I write, my video will be longer. Okay, I will create, I will take some @annotation bean name is there. Okay, bean name I am giving name is equal to something. Okay, bean name is there. Sorry, I'm not giving something, I'm giving step 1. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Okay, then next is what? Next, public. I'm giving a method public, then step. Okay, step what? Create our step. Okay, create step. I have to create the step and then I will return what return SB factory, step builder factory. Okay, told you that factory. Okay, for that purpose, how it came step builder factory means I have to configure in there. Okay, at the rate what private step builder factory is equal to SB factory. I have to assign in the top of the class. Okay, first then dot, there is a get method is there. Get what? Our step one I have to get. Okay, I have to step one I have to get there. Okay. Okay, then what? Dot, I have to create uh, string or comma customer. Okay, customer what? Chunk size I would give na. Some size I'm giving some 10 records. Okay. Then what? First uh, then first we got what? Step of the step name, then step name, then input or output type, chunk size, then reader, processor, and writer object. Okay, then what? Dot reader our reader. Okay, dot the reader, then reader is what? I'm creating our create reader. Create reader. Create reader, where it come? I hope you know how it come here. Okay, here see, this is our create reader. Okay, there it come. Okay, then what? Then dot, I have to create processor. Okay, like this I have to call the processor class here. Okay, then dot uh, okay, you have here, you have to class. Okay, processor class, you have to get dot what? Dot writer. Okay, dot writer, I have to create writer class here, pass writer class here. Then lastly we will do dot build method. Build. Okay, build method. Okay, okay, enough. Build method will build the step. Okay, we can call this is what? Method chaining. Okay, method chaining, it is actually implements what? Build a design pattern. Okay. I am planning to start what design pattern classes also, design pattern list also. We will discuss this. What is builder design pattern? What is singleton design pattern? What is factory design pattern? What is method factory method design pattern? All those design pattern we'll see. Yeah? Mm, like this. Okay. Uh, like our in our Spring Boot programming, the Java class. Everyone have a doubt is there. uh, in our Java class, if we are if the Java class is what? User defined Java class, then we configure that class as a Spring Bean using what? Stereotype annotations, like what? At the rate component, at the rate service kind of things. But the class is defined, predefined class. I will configure, we will use at the rate in method, where at the rate configuration class. Okay, that's all for this video. I hope um, well, you have get some little bit clarity about this. And next video what we will do, we will develop some little things further, we will discuss, and we will develop our first application. Okay, we will develop our first application. Okay. Okay, thank you.